We have a Fox News alert. Title 42 expires today as shocking footage shows massive crowds of migrants illegally crossing our border, with thousands more on the way.
That's right. And today, Republicans in Congress are voting on their own border security bill as the White House blames Congress and the Republicans there for making it worse.
And guys, if you're all right with this, I'd like to head back to Washington, D.C., where Pete Hegseth is joined by House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. They're talking Bidens.
Yes, we are, guys. We're going to get to the Back the Blue ride, which is the reason we're here this morning with the speaker. But first, let's talk about this border bill that you've passed and also the expiration of Title 42. I mean, we're about to see a flood at our southern border. I know House Republicans are trying to do something about us, but talk to us about the contrast of what we're seeing here and what we're seeing down south.
We already have a flood. More than 4 million people come across. Now it's going to be a tidal wave. You have hundreds of thousands of people just waiting. The challenge here is the president has treated this just like he's treated the debt limit. He's ignored the problem. But Republicans today, we will pass a bill. It is the strongest border security bill this country has ever passed. We'll do it on the floor. It will bring back, it'll remain in Mexico. It'll finish the wall, which is so successful that the president Biden stopped on the day he was sworn in. He's literally spending money on the material we already have to finish the wall just to store it instead of use it.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned build the wall. Well, President Trump was on CNN last night. He talked about it. Here's a portion of the clip.
Tomorrow is going to be a day of infamy. You're going to have tens of thousands of people pouring into our country. You're going to have millions of people pouring into our country right now at a level that nobody's ever seen before. These people are sick. Anybody that wants this to happen to our country, they're destroying our country, and this should not be allowed to happen. How they're not going to do a version of Title 42 or my Title 42, which was tough. If people are sick and have infectious diseases and lots of other problems, we don't want them being into our country. We have enough problems right now. We have problems like we've never had in the history of our country.
A day of infamy, as President Trump said. Have any Democrats come forward to support your bill or propose something that would actually secure the border?
There are a couple Democrats who are down on the border who understand how important this is. And they've criticized this president for what he has done. Because when you think about it, just in the month of February, this February, we caught more people on the terrorist watch list in that 1 month than the entire time in the Trump administration.
That's insane.
We're catching people from Yemen. You got to understand, these aren't people just coming from Mexico. They're coming from 160 countries, from Yemen, from China, from others. I mean, why are they coming to America? Why are on the terrorist watch list? We know what has happened in this country. We've got to protect our country. And we are the most generous nation in the world. More than 1 million people will become American citizens this year and next year and the next. We build our country based on the rule of law, but this is breaking down society by millions of people just coming across. But that isn't the only thing that's coming. Fentanyl, this is where it comes. And the cartels are now so successful, but the human trafficking, what they're doing, the billions of dollars that they're making, but the number of children who are dying in America from that fentanyl, I can't see a Democrat why they'd vote no, but they will stand up just because they want to defend this president who's opened these borders.
Who's opened these borders, and that has become the de facto policy. I want to move to another topic as well, which is the investigation of the Biden family, Hunter Biden. James Comer, one of your chairmen, revealed a lot of information yesterday, but the FBI is still stonewalling a subpoena on information that might tie the big guy, Joe, to these family dealings that were revealed at the press conference. What do you do about that?
That's unacceptable. I'm going to call Director Wray today because we have oversight of the FBI. We have the right. Comer is simply following information that he has found. We should find all the information. Isn't it quite interesting that foreign countries give millions of dollars to different LLCs that trace down to the entire Biden family, to grandchildren? What are they doing? Why are you hiding money that direction? And why is foreign money coming from other countries while he's in office? What are they doing?
170 suspicious activity reports? I mean, one is bad enough.
Yeah, who has that many? And why would you hold that information back? You're protecting. You'd want all in the open. And as a member of Congress, it doesn't matter if this person is Republican or Democrat, we have oversight of the FBI. If the FBI at any times think they could withhold information from Congress, we have a severe problem on our hands.
Absolutely. Well, we'll look forward to hearing what the FBI says about that. But I want to get to what we're doing here today, Mr. Speaker, the Back the Blue ride. First of all, you started this 3 years ago Why'd you start it? What is it all about?
Well, you know, I would do, just as a member, I would ride with the Capitol Police bike team in the morning. It's some of the most beautiful city to ride. We'd ride up to the zoo, we'd ride down to the memorials and stuff. And I know the job they do and the work that they do. We need to honor them each and every attack them, to defund the police. Every community has somebody who's given their own life to defend us. I have Philip Campos, who went to the exact same schools I went to. He passed away with his defending our nation as a SWAT team in our Kern County Sheriff. And I just think we should honor them. So we're going to ride with the teams out there. I'm a little concerned that you didn't ride with me, wondering if you could keep up with me, but you could have another competition.
I could not. You're right. But we'll be covering this ride, Lincoln Memorial, down to the National Law Enforcement Officers, and we'll see you down there as well.
All right, we're going to see you there.
All right, so if you would, will you kick off this ride for us live here on Fox and Friends, Mr.
All
Speaker?
right, we all ready? Let's go! All right, let's go! Let's go!
Here we go. He's got his bike. We got some bicycles, some motorcycles. Engines revving, multiple members of Congress here, some Capitol Hill police, and of course the Speaker of the House, and there they go. There's the led by the motorcycles and the Speaker himself. They're taking off down toward the Lincoln Memorial. Guys, back to you in New York as the third annual Back the Blue kicks
That's
off.
great. And Pete, I think the New York Times is about to run an item about how Kevin McCarthy just took off without a bike helmet. Just saying.
It's true. Some unauthorized biking going on right now in Washington, D.C. That would be the one thing they write about on this, right, guys?
Yeah.
It's not about backing the blue. It would be Speaker rides off without bike helmet. How dare he?
Oops-a-daisy. All right, great job down there.
Thank you, Pete.
All right, Pete.
Go Chase. I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.